Welcome to Lawlessness and Human Rights. Today's show, we're gonna be touching totally different subject. Subject has nothing to do with politics or police brutality or jail or anything like that. Today's show, we're gonna be covering on worst problem that we have in United States. The problem that never skipped any of us. Name the person has been touched by that problem. The name of that problem is scam and identity theft. Unfortunately, this scam and identity theft, it's like a cancer. Nobody can cure that. There is no police, there is no FBI, there is no interstate police that would be able to take care of this. For some reason, people that we have that are scammers, unfortunately, they feel unpunishable. They commit these crimes on daily basis. As always, we do have Mr. Zakin in our studio. He's private investigator and he's licensed bail bondsman. Good afternoon, Mr. Zakin.
Good afternoon.
I'm going to be asking him questions, hopefully that he's going to be able to cover and guide us through. For over a year, we've been getting people in our office that has been coming to us with the tears in their eyes that have problems with this kind of scam or identity theft. There is no way that people are able to help themselves, even though they go through police, even though they call Expedia and all those credit bureaus. It's still going on and on and on. Mr. Zakin, I do have questions about this problem. Hopefully you're going to be able to help me out with this. What made you to have this show today on identity theft and scam? I know that you've been dealing with this for years and years, but now, why now? Why now? Is that because it got even bigger problem, or there is some kind of cure into it?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
First of all, I start to make the show because criminal people which is involved in this type of crime, really unpunishable. If you go and you have this kind of problem, somebody scam, somebody steal your money, somebody did something which is, be honest, this is the fraud. This is the felony, you know, what times these people call you. This is already some type of felony, which is police must be involved. And if you have any problem and you make it any phone call to the police, you know, and you say you have this kind of problem with the, how I can explain, with credit card fraud. If you have something with the some federal fraud, some social security fraud, some type of identity fraud, nobody wanna help you.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely right, because a few days ago I have some case which is I can show you all this information, all the face of these people which is involved in this case, because this is part of my business, some part of my life, you know, to open the face of these people and to show you all this information. You know, this is the guy which is the criminal, but he say he's general of United States of Army, and I have the proof. And I have the paper which is say this is the guy, general of the Army of United States. But it's the fraud. This is lie. This is guy not completely general. This is guy completely not involved in the army. He's just a guy like a criminal.
He made the papers.
He made the paper.
Right, right.
This guy did the paper. My customer did the complaint to the police department, and police department say, you know what, it's not the proof. It's not the proof. What you have, this is not the proof. But this is guy took $4,500 from the lady, which is, be honest, she's innocent lady. To the guy, which is have picture under the flag of United States. You know, if you have the picture under the flag of United States, everybody start to believe you.
Absolutely.
You know, this is the when you have some something biggest one behind your back, like a flag, and you say you general, everybody believe you. Customer shares the belief to the this guy, which is the have
a picture.
a picture like a flag of United States. He say he's the he say he's the general of United States Army, you know, which is. And she's helped him, you know, because she see this is the army guy, you know. If you army guy, everybody believes you, you know. And then now, when she's have proof, is everything was scam. She was on the police precinct, and the police officers say no, you know, it's not enough proof. But my question to the police officers: if you have somebody who is say I am the general of United States, police must to make some type of action. Police must to start to make some type of investigation, because if
In another word, I do apologize. In
Yes.
another word, what you're saying, if I'm gonna bring over a certificate of that gentleman stating that he is a general of United States Army, they have to run him through to see that if that person is really serving or served the United States Army, right?
absolutely.
Oh my
This is like some type of identity fraud, like
It is.
he say he's the general of United States. You understand? It's like you say you're FBI agent,
Absolutely.
or you say you are a police officer, right?
Falsifying your identity.
Identity.
Wow.
It means what's going on over here completely. I see police and federal agents also doesn't want to do nothing, not just because of this case. I have the few cases which is I was involved like a private investigator, you know, which is was fraud between New York State and Atlanta, which was completely, this guy is robbing the wife
And kids.
and kids. And you know what? I did the many phone call to the federal agents. I did the phone call to the sheriff office. I did the phone call to the many government agency. Nobody want to do nothing.
Unfortunately, what they were saying on that case, they were saying that it's an interstate crime and nobody wants to do anything. When we went to New York Police Department, stating that we have X, Y, and Z documents that such and such crime occurred, they said that due to the fact that it occurred in Atlanta, nobody wants to do anything. And then when we made a phone call to Atlanta, nobody wanted to do anything in Atlanta due to the fact that the wife was residing in New York. So in other words, and moreover, the problem was because the husband was committing the crime. The crime was
Between
with
10 years.
Medicaid,
Between 10 years.
and it's still ongoing case.
Yeah, this is
Due to the fact that the husband was opening the public assistance, food stamp,
yes.
and Medicaid, wife was not able to do anything because they were saying the case is not under your name. You have nothing to do with the case. Even though the wife was calling up stating that, listen, I don't reside in Atlanta and I have nothing to do with Atlanta. My kids are under my care. What is the reason for you to provide the food stamps, Medicaid, and stuff like that, the government help to a person who is a criminal?
No.
They
Over
were saying,
here, wait a second. Over here we have some specific things, you know. If physically kids living in the state of New York, physically, body of the kids, body of the human, which is get the government money, stating in the New York, how this is happen, this is guy opened the case same type of case. And the Atlantic get the money over there. What times kids is over here.
I'll tell
and the
you
wife
how.
also over here. It means this is the federal case. This is a federal fraud.
Correct.
This is punishable by law.
Correct. Now, the problem is when we made a call there to police department, to Medicaid office. First of all, we called up the Medicaid office to find out how the case is being opened. Unfortunately, in the state of Georgia, you're allowed to open a case for government help through internet.
Which is wrong.
Okay?
You must
Now,
appear by physically over there.
exactly. In New York, you have to appear physically.
Yeah, it must. It must be physically because everybody can say, you know, I'm such a some type of guy.
I do know about IRS fraud. I know credit card, Medicare. We just covered Medicaid fraud with public assistant.
Food
Now-
stamp.
Yes, public assistant.
Okay.
There is driver's license fraud as well. And we have a bank fraud.
Yes.
I do have a doctor, and I personally know her. About a month ago, she was sitting in a house, doing whatever she was doing, but she received a phone call stating that she owes money to IRS.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay? She's very nice, very intelligent, very professional, but most definitely she doesn't know about this kind of crime. Apparently, she calls up her. She was getting her ID the account number. No. She was getting her
Wow.
account number and she was giving it to them. Meanwhile, she was doing that. She called up her accountant to find out what's going on. While she was doing that, accountant says, hang up the phone. It's a fraud. You don't owe anything to IRS.
She's lucky.
No, she was not lucky. They got already into her computer.
Wow.
Okay? Now, once they hacked into her computer, they were able to withdraw $10,000.
Wow.
Yes. Now, even though she hung up the phone, but they were already in her computer, getting her information, getting her, basically her entire life was in their hands. Okay? Up to date, she's going through those problems. It's been a month already. Unfortunately, she's always getting a phone call that someone is writing X, Y, and Z checks. Okay? Why do you think people are committing these kind of problems? Now that question is to you. And apparently, those criminals, they think that they're unpunishable.
Unpunishable. These people unpunishable. Why? Because nobody can get him. Why? Because nobody want to do any type of job which is like, it must be some special type of unit. Which is we have. Which is we have. Each county have, each state have this kind of unit which is must to be involved right away. To get this guy, you know, it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was easy to get. Easy to get by the phone call, by the tracking of the line of the phone. You know, now it's much easy to get, but nobody want to do this one. It means if you steal something, $1 from the government, these people get you right away. But if you steal from the civilian, you're free to go back.
Hold on. There appears a question from me now.
Okay.
Oh, we know about Medicare fraud.
Yes.
And we know that the people are getting Medicaid and public assistance from living in different state. They're getting those helps from different state as well. When we reported that kind of crime to police, to government places, nobody did anything. But I do know several doctors that have committed Medicare or Medicaid
Oh,
crime.
a lot of, many of them.
Right.
Many of
but
them.
they got arrested. So what is the difference between doctors and criminals? If God forbid, doctors committed some sort of crime, they get arrested, and the criminal, in that case of that lady in Atlanta and New York, the interstate case, we knew who was committing the crime, and we still know who committed the
Absolutely,
crime.
yes.
How come they're not doing anything about him?
Doesn't want to
but
do.
but they're arresting doctors that have done some sort of crime with Medicaid, as they call white collar crime, right? Is that
All this
is
type
that-
of crime, this is white collar crime.
Right, but how come that guy was not arrested? Meanwhile, the doctors are getting arrested. Or I know several cases of pharmacies; they're getting arrested. It's as far as I see, it's the same crime.
No, it's
No?
not. It's not the same type of crime. Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not. This
But
is
it has to do with Medicaid and Medicaid.
No, over here with one phone call, with the short period of time where you need to get the defendant. This is the must to be special unit which is working 1, 2, 3. If you have phone call from you have phone call from internal affairs, from the internal affairs, which is say you must to pay such amount of money, what you need to do, you just need to make the phone call to we have the 311 right now, yes.
Okay.
It must be like a same line, which is we can make it the phone call 911 or 888. Unit must to be involved right away.
Oh.
This type of unit must to be involved right away. Line must to be completely tracking, and that's it. It's taking the 5-10 seconds to get this guy. I understand many of this type of crime is coming from China, India, is Russian, but we have Interpol unit also. We have Interpol unit which is ready to work. I spoke with many of the Interpol agency, these people are ready to work, but these people doesn't have any information from what's going on, what type of crime, If you give it right now, if you get some case and you go to the police precinct and you say, you know what, I know this guy did such a crime. You think your case be investigated or no? Believe me, no. Absolutely. Absolutely zero attention. This is the problem is, in my opinion, to all our civilian people, which have some type of phone call from which say I'm from the internal affairs, I'm from the motor vehicle department, I'm from the bank unit, hang up the phone right away. Don't give it any type of information. Don't give any answer. Please hang up the phone right away, because nobody can protect you right now. Nobody can protect you. This is the life.
Unfortunately, nowadays, especially these messages for women, okay? As a woman to woman, I'm letting you know, please, if anybody calls you up and tells you to go out or whatever, be careful.
Men also. I know the man which has sold the house.
Oh my God.
And sold the house. He is to say, I have the love from the computer, and I love this lady. He sold the house. He's transferred his money to another state.
I thought only women are naive.
Oh no, not just a woman. All
my
this
God.
type of crime belong to the woman, belong to the men also. But
Wow.
everybody must be alert, please. Woman, most of the women after such a age, please, I understand. It's not enough love, it's not enough respect, enough, I don't know what. Support. But you cannot get any support from the computer. Believe me. You cannot get any support from the internet loves. You cannot get any loves from air, But these people knows how to change the voice. These people know how to change the language. These people knows how to treat all these kinds. He know how to treat with your brain.
In another word, they're gonna be playing with your mind. So just be careful. If you received any phone call stating that this is IRS, this is Medicaid, this is Food Stamp Office, Public Assistant, what else? Bank, credit card, please do not give out any of
type
your
of information. Absolutely none. Zero.
Hang up the phone and call up directly to your representative from your bank. at the back of your card. Do not call the same line.
Absolutely
Just
not.
pick up your card, whether it's Medicare, Medicaid, or credit card, or your bank, or whatever. Pick up that specific card, and at the back of the card, there is a phone number. Please call them at that number. Do not return the phone call.
Absolutely not. No one of the government agency make you phone call say, you know what, we have such a problem with you.
Absolutely.
No. These people just think, for your weakness. And these people know how to treat your problem. He's know how to change your mind. These people knows how to get to your account. These people very, very professional.
Do not let anybody into your computer. Most of the people nowadays, they have everything in their computers. They have their bank account, they have their... Okay, I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Zakin, for all
Thank
the
you too.
information that you have provided us, and thank you for covering all of my questions.
Thank you.
Once again, if you have any questions or any concern, please email us at lawlessnessandhumanrights@gmail.com.
Thank you.